through his initiative in helping out others and by getting involved in various ways. Another thing you may not know about him now is that he makes a living as a public speaker. He is a corporate trainer and a motivational speaker, and he actually utilizes all the same skills that you were taught throughout the course of the program. So I know his his ambassador, Dakota, now wants to be an inspirational speaker, and all of you now are armed with the skills that are needed to be an inspirational speaker. So everybody, welcome Frank Kitchen to the podium, please.
Rachel's put the pressure on me here today, hasn't she? But good afternoon, how's everyone doing? Oh, come on, you heard Louis talk about it earlier. He says you are the battery charges his life. There's a little more energy in the room. How's everyone doing today? Now, if we can have that same energy for the rest of this celebration, we're going to have big smiles on our faces for the rest of the afternoon and hopefully the rest of our lives. Now, as Rachel told you, my name is Frank Kitchen. It's spelled just like the room in your house. Now, you can call me Frank. You might even want to call me living room or bathroom. But I tell you, don't call me Mr. Kitchen. That sounds like something you'd buy at your house or the store. Because you always want to have a Mr. Kitchen. Now, on behalf of the Best Buddies Arizona's Board of Directors, I'd like to thank you for being here for this celebration. We thank the Best Buddies ambassadors. We thank their family and friends, the speech coaches, and most importantly, the staff, putting all the work in to our Best Buddies ambassadors. Now, for those of you who don't know that much about me, I do work at the Phoenix Zoo part-time with my buddy, Dakota. When I'm not doing that, I do get a chance to travel around the country and the world working as a motivational speaker, so I get paid to run my mouth. Now, Rachel told me to keep this to about 10 minutes, so I have to work to keep it under that time limit, because usually I have to go about an hour. So we'll make sure we go a little shorter there, because I'm told if you speak shorter, people can understand what's going on, and you can remember what you're talking about, and I don't want anybody to go to sleep. Now, I'm a proud husband. My wife Kelly is in the back there, but I'm really proud to say I am a Best Buddies Ambassador Speech Coach. A few months ago, I was asked by Dakota and his mother to volunteer as a speech coach. I'm so happy that I said yes. Working with Dakota at the zoo is a lot of fun. We get to teach people how to feed stingrays. We get to go home smelling just like fish. But working with all the Best Buddies ambassadors here has been a life-changing experience for me. Now, my life has been full of a lot of incredible experiences, but working with the people right here in front has done something that most people just can't do. Put a super smile on my face. Now, today we are here to celebrate the amazing accomplishments of our new Best Buddies ambassadors. These individuals have been participating in programs that provide personal and professional development for their lives. Now, I was at the Best Buddies office this week, and I read a t-shirt, and the t-shirt says, "Be jealous." Yeah, that shirt is just so right. I'm jealous of the skills that you have learned while attending the training workshops over the last 6 months. The workshops will not only make you great ambassadors to the community, you're also getting the needed skills to make you positive role models in the community. Now, I'll admit, when I was asked to volunteer for Best Buddies, I knew nothing about the organization. I'm sorry. All right. I was supposed to be working with people who have intellectual and developmental disabilities. All of you are so much more. Now, I wanted to understand what the word disability meant, so I went to the dictionary, and I looked for the definition of disability. It says disability, a physical or mental condition that limits a person's movements, senses, or activities. I know many of you, and you displayed to me that none of you are limited. All of you have talents and special skills. These talents and special skills enable you to achieve your goals and dreams. Your talents make you valuable to the community. Now, how many of you here, just by a show of hands like movies, raise your hands up? Now, I've been told that this summer is a summer of superhero movies. How many of you gone out there and seen some of the superhero movies? Raise your hands. There's a few. Well, I like to call all of you my superheroes. Now, I've had a few superheroes working with you this spring, and as Best Buddies ambassadors, I want you to go out in the community and tell people that you are a superhero. Now, a hero is defined in a dictionary as someone who's admired for their abilities, their deeds, or their noble qualities. All of you here possess all those. And just like a superhero, you have special abilities that you need to share with the world. Some of you know that you have special abilities. You know what your special abilities are. Some of you are still learning them. That's why you're in the program. But you all have qualities that people admire. You are role models for the community. You always hear people focus on what superheroes can do, but you never hear them say what a superhero can't do. You never hear anyone say that Superman doesn't drive in a car, do you? Why? Because Superman can fly, right? We all talk about Superman flying. Do you ever hear about Spider-Man not being able to use an elevator?
No.
Why? Because he climbs up the building and uses webs, right? Yeah. Batman, he has no superpowers at all, does he? But he uses his mind to build everything that he needs. And the ladies are probably saying, Frank, you're not talking about any female superheroes right now. Well, ladies, you got Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman, she's got some wonderful powers. She's smart, she's strong. But have you ever heard about her waiting for an airline ticket? No, because she's got an invisible plane, doesn't she? She can go anywhere she wants to. She doesn't have to pay all those extra fees. She's a superhero. Now, you may not notice this, but all of you have amazing abilities and you can do amazing things. Now, raise your hand with me if you can do, or if you have these special abilities. Just raise your hands, everybody in the room. How many people here can raise and play an instrument? Raise your hand. And if you can do this, say me too. So how many people can play an instrument? Say me too. Me too. How many people here volunteer? Me too. Anyone here play a sport? Me too. Me too. Has anyone ever traveled outside of Arizona? Me too. Who here is a good dancer? Me too. Can anyone here sing? Me too. Who has dreams? Me too. Who has goals? Me too. Who has a job? Me too. Who graduated this year? Who's going to college? This one's scary. Who got their driver's license this year? And how many of you can be role models? Me too. Like I said, you're amazing people. And just like superheroes, all of you have snazzy costumes. Look at you today. Look at you in your Best Buddies shirts. Look pretty good, don't you? Yes. Now I had you raise your hand and say me too, because everyone in this room has something in common. The world would be a better place if we focused or spent more time on what we have in common versus what we don't have in common. If we can focus on what we have the same versus what we have different. Now I've worked with all of you over the last 3 months, and I've learned how much we have in common. I've also learned that you have abilities that I am jealous of, and I wish that I have. Over those past few months, I've watched Rachel and Adrian provide you with the skills to be ambassadors. You've learned how to give great first impressions. You've learned how to network with other people. You've developed an elevator speech. You've used props. You've set your goals, and you're exposed to countless professional skills many people pay thousands of dollars every day to learn. You got it all for free. Now, along the way, your coaches were there to help you, so give a clap for your coaches back there in the back. But as much as you helped your coaches, you actually helped us, buddies. You showed us how to enjoy life. The passion that all of you have here is very inspiring. You're all ambassadors before today. You may not recognize it. You're all ambassadors before today. You showed everyone here in this room what people can do when you're passionate about life. You showed us a lot. Some of you here created your own game show based off of colors. Some of you taught us how to use technology, like how to text on a cell phone. Some of you here have stalked many of the Best Buddies staff on Facebook and showed us how to sell tickets to last night's baseball game. There are a few of you here who taught us how to give a proper hug and have great big smiles for silly pictures after meetings. Some of you have taught us what the best music is and maybe what not so good music is. You taught us exactly what you have to do to be a high school graduate or even a college graduate. You showed us how to play sports. You told us how to represent people in the community. And most of all, you showed us what it truly takes to be a role model. Now, these are just a few good things that a good ambassador would do. These are a few reasons why I've accepted a position to be on the board of directors here for Best Buddies. You've made an impact on my life, and now I want to assist all of you with impacting the lives of people in the community in a positive way. Now, I wrap up by saying this. No one here, buddies, or people in the room is disabled. everyone here has a God-given ability or talent. Those talents need to be shared with the world. That is why you are Best Buddies Ambassadors. It is your time to show the world what you can do. When you do that, the world will be a better place. My buddy and friend, Dakota, always tells me, it's okay to have a disability. After meeting the Best Buddies Ambassadors, you are the truth to that statement. I ask everybody in the room to stand up right now, other than the Best Buddies Ambassadors. You guys go ahead and stay seated, but everyone else in the room, please stand up. We're going to honor our Best Buddies here for their graduation day by number one, everybody here saying thank you.
Thank you.
And clap your hands in congratulations for our Best Buddies.